everyone is having sex. Real life sex is like pornography. You cannot get pregnant if you have sex when you're taking your bath. You cannot get pregnant if you are standing up. And you cannot get pregnant if it is your first time. STI testing is meant for those who sleep around. Let's be real. When it comes to sex, everyone thinks that they know the truth. But how much of what you've heard is actually true? And how much is just plain myth? As a nurse, I've heard a lot of wild things, from women don't get pregnant when they are on their period to all women actually have orgasm with vaginal sex. On this particular video, I'm going to be breaking those myths one after the other, and I'm going to be separating the fiction from the fact once and for all. Yes, all you just have to do is to stick to the video, watch the video to the end, because I guarantee you, one of these myths is going to surprise you. And don't forget to let me know in the comment section which one you actually believed before watching this video. Good day everyone, and welcome to Nurses Lecture Room. My name is Mercy Mary, and on this particular video, I am going to be debunking 8 myths about sex. So the first myth I would like to debunk on this particular video is real life sex is like pornography. The fact is, real life sex is not like pornography. Most people you see acting pornographies are paid actors. They are acting, they are doing their job. They are acting to entertain you. So it's like a script. This is what you should do. This is what I should do. So if you are using pornography as your guide when it comes to the sex between you and your partner, you might be getting it wrong. So what I would advise you to do is to remove that belief from your mind that real life sex is same as pornography. Because when people get addicted to pornography, they keep watching it and they don't meet up to that expectation. It makes them feel bad about their sex life, and it makes them feel that they are not doing enough. Then the second myth I would like to debunk, and I believe it's very common, is that everyone is having sex. The decision to have sex should not be because other people are having sex. It is a personal decision. Because you've had sex, because you are not a virgin, does not mean other people are having sex. Does not mean other people are not virgins. I think that's something we should erase from your mind. Because these days I hear people say, hey, if you are 15 years, you've not had sex, it's a lie, it's very rare. Because you are having sex does not mean other people are having sex. Having sex is a personal decision. And if deep down you know you are not ready for it, and you are waiting for the right person to get married to have that sexual encounter with, definitely you're doing something good. Having sex is a personal decision. Then the third myth is men don't need to worry about contraceptive. The women have the responsibility. The women should be the ones to worry about contraceptive. That is a myth. That is a lie. When it comes to contraceptive, it should be the responsibility of the two people involved in it. Because for them to decide to have unprotected sex without condoms, they should be the ones involved when it comes to contraceptive choices. Yes, they should think about it together. Because I got a message from someone and he was like, oh, the girl is not smart enough. I was expecting her to use after pill. I was expecting her to know her filter window. Is there no postinatal? Why did she not get postinatal? And I'm like, what? Are you for real? You both decided to have unprotected sex. You both decided to actually not to use a condom, I mean. So if there is no contraceptive, both parties have to be blamed and not the woman. Right? Because both of you decided not to use contraceptive. So for the men thinking that it's the woman's responsibility to worry about contraceptive, I just want to let you know that it is a joint responsibility. both parties have to be involved. Both parties should think about if they are expecting a child or not, if they want a baby or not. Then the fourth one is STI testing is meant for those who sleep around. That is a lie. That is a big fat lie. That is a myth. STI testing is meant for those that are sexually active. You have one partner, you have multiple sex partner. STI testing is meant for everyone that is sexually active. So if you are sexually active and you have one sex partner, I will advise you do the STI testing at least once a year. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to harm you. Just get the test done. Because there was a message I saw. I'm going to add it. I'm going to look for the screenshot and put it in front of this video. It was written by I think Diary of a Niger girl. She's got a message from someone saying that, oh, her husband slept with her, gave her some STI, and now she's no more. She had complications from STI. She got PID. She got a lot of infection that actually affected her fallopian tube, her uterus, her womb. Yes, she had one sex partner, but this one sex partner was cheating on her, and that cheating resulted in an infection. So if she was going for regular screening, regular checkup, I believe it would have been detected on time. It would have not gotten to that complication stage. So you have one sex partner, you have multiple sex partner, you trust your partner. It's advisable for you to go for STI screening. STI is meant for everyone that is sexually active. Then the fifth one I have to share with you is you cannot get pregnant if you have sex when you're taking your bath. You cannot get pregnant if you are standing up, and you cannot get pregnant if it is your first time. That is a myth. One, you can get pregnant if it is your first time. You've never had sex before, but this is your first time, you can get pregnant. Because if it's your first time, you have an egg released. There's an egg there, and a man sleeps with you. The sperm is held. You are going to get pregnant. The body is not going to say, wait, this is your first time, let's not make her pregnant. As far as there is an egg there, fertilization can take place and you can get pregnant. And for those that say if you have sex while standing, you cannot get pregnant, gravity is going to make the sperm fall. Don't be deceived. The sperm has already traveled to where it has to get to. And also for those that feel if you have sex in the bath, that water is going to wash it away. Don't be deceived. The sperm has already traveled to where it needs to fertilize the egg. So the only thing is that I'll be praying that there's no egg there. So it doesn't really matter where you have sex. Lying down, standing up, sitting. When there is a fertilized egg and there's a good sperm, fertilization takes place, you can get pregnant. Then the sixth myth is, I will be able to tell if my partner has STI. That is a myth. Because if your partner has STIs, they might not show any signs at all. They might not show any symptoms at all of STIs. You might not see any clue that they have STI. So for those that say, oh, I will know if my partner have STI, they're going to have discharges, they're going to have burning sensation. There are some STIs that will not show at all, but they can be transferred from one partner to another. So if you know you are getting married, it is very important for you to get both parties scrutinized. If you know you want to have sex, it is very important to scrutinize your partner. It is very important for both parties to get tested. I know they are going to say, trust me, trust me, trust me. It is very important for you to see their test results. It is very important, okay? STI is not going to show its recording on the face. I think that's something you should take into consideration. Then the seventh myth is you cannot use condom if you are allergic to latex. The good news is you can use condoms if you are allergic to latex. There are different types of condom. There are different sizes of condom. And now we have the latex-free condom. So if you want to have sex with condoms, you can get the latex-free condoms if you are allergic to latex. And then the eighth one that's a bit surprising is you need to use emergency contraceptive in the morning because of the name. You know, it has after money pills or something like that. So they tell you you have to use emergency contraceptive in the morning. For example, you have sex today, you have to use it in the morning the next day for it to be effective. That is a myth. All right. So it's advisable for you to use the emergency contraceptive within 72 hours after unprotected sex. So you can have it immediately after unprotected sex. You don't have to wait till the next morning to use the emergency contraceptive. All right. So this particular video is getting long. I'm going to be doing the other myths about sex. All right. So there's going to be a continuation of this video in another video. All right. So first of all, if you know there's any myth that surprised you, kindly drop on the comment section. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share,